How's everybody doing tonight? So, we finally made some progress yesterday with this bayonet. They call it, is this what it's called every night? Heat bayonet? Yeah, I think that's what it's called, right? I don't know why it's called heat bayonet. I don't know why it's called heat. I don't know why it's called bayonet. I do know that if we'd gotten back to this a week earlier, it might have affected the NBA games, but it didn't. I guess it just wasn't a very good puzzle. Didn't keep my interest. Anyway, this is what we got so far. According to the scoreboard, we're up to 38. I don't think did we do 38? Yeah, I think we did, right? Let me just look here. Yeah, we did 38. That's this piece, or maybe it's this piece. It's one of them. Hold it like this. Yeah, 38. That's done. All right, so now we're going to do 39. All right, 39 is... why is it showing this thing here? Oh, now I'm off. Okay, I guess we have no choice but to let that thing show at the top. Actually, you can't even see it on your screen, so I don't know what I was worried about. There's a little, like, part... when I look on my iPad, you can see it kind of at the top. See, it's, like, kind of covering the screen. Let me see if when I zoom... Yeah, it's still there. That, like, top of the screen. I don't know why that's there. But I can't get it to go away. So we're not going to worry about it. All right. So, okay, now it went away. I don't know why it was there, but now it's gone. All right. So 39 has 2 pieces, and it's times 2. They're going to go on either side. So 39's 4 pieces. That brings us to 211. And the pieces are strange little pieces. I think 2 of the pieces are here. Yeah, those like slants. But the other pieces, the strange looking ones, I think maybe this is them. Yeah. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. Okay. These pieces here. So these 2 slant pieces and these 2, I don't know what, they're double-decker 2s with a 3rd length cylinder post coming out the side. So the slant piece goes onto the other piece with the like wider side down. And then we're going to attach these 2 pieces to the main construction here. Now, where do they attach? That's the question. They show it like this. Now, there's this orange here. Is that where it's going to go? I'm not really sure. I mean, definitely we're going to drop it. Oh, no. What's going on here? Did I do them differently? Yeah, I did them differently. Okay. The fat end is supposed to go down. But for some reason, I did one of them the wrong way. All right, so that's how it's supposed to look. Fat end at the end with the posts. And then it looks like it goes in like halfway through this piece. What I'm just trying to figure out, there's 2 posts here at the bottom. Which one of them goes into the orange? I guess it has to be the first one, right? Because otherwise it wouldn't go through. Like, it's not going to go through on that side, so it's got to go in like this. They don't show where it goes, but I think this is the only thing that makes sense. It's not going in. Something didn't happen. Something didn't want to work there. So we got the orange piece. I got the black piece. Are they like the right length apart? I think so. I think this should go in. But it's not happening. Doesn't want to go in. I'm going to push it in with both sides. Wow. It went in. But it was quite a quite a slap sound when it went in. Like something really wasn't lined up. But we pushed it in anyway. And we're going to do it again on the other side. I mean, we're going to try to get it lined up. But I think we're going to, again, end up just making it happen with force. Yeah, there we go. All right, those two pieces are on. Let's hope they're on the right place. Because if not, I don't know what we would do. There they are. Moving on to 40. All right, so 40 contains 5 pieces. 2 50/50s, a 3-button red, and what is that, a 9? Like 2, 4. Yeah, 9 piece. All right, so 5. So we're up to 2 16 pieces. So 2, 4, 6, yeah. There's the 9. There's 2 50/50s. And then we need 2 3-button. I guess they're these orange pieces. They looked red in the book, but they're orange. All right, now what do? We pick up the 9. I put the 50/50s in the first 2 slots. And then we put these orange pieces like right next to them. And that's going to leave, I think, one open at the end. There we go. One open at the end. Sorry. So, the 2 posts, the 2 orange, one open at the end. Now, what do we do with this stuff now that we assembled it? Looks like nothing. We just kind of leave it there for now. All right, moving on to 41. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces. 6 unique pieces. That brings us to, look at this, 2, 2, 2. 2, 2, 2. All right, so the pieces are a doorknob, a 50/50. I'm making these names up, but they're pretty accurate. All right. A 2-hole with a 1 cylinder, 1 plus. Stubby little white piece. T-bone. And an L. Oh, you missed all that. All right, here's the pieces. Doorknob, 50/50. This 2, the stubby, the T, and the L. So, those are the 6 pieces we got to put, I don't know, something. What do we got to do with them? Is this what has to happen? All right, so we take this little piece, hold it by the plus sign, and put the 50/50 in. And then on top of that is going to go the L. Line it right up. Its first 2 pieces line up with the 2 piece. All right, now we use this white stubby piece through the bottom of the T to drive it through the plus sign piece here. That's it. It kind of spins, but you know, there you go. It's in there. Only piece left is the doorknob, and that goes on the L, the piece sticking out of the L. There we go. Now, what do we do with this stuff now that we built it? I guess we have to go to 42 to see why we built this. Right. So on 42, it looks like we're going to add both of these pieces that we built. And I think we're going to kind of add them to each other. Like, are we? I think so, right? There's these two posts here, and there's these two open spots here. So 2 posts here, 2 open spots here. And I think those go together. The T hangs at the bottom, right? Now, how does this attach? That's the big question. It's really not clear from this picture they give us. I mean, can you see what's supposed to happen? I'll tell you, the only thing that I really see is this long piece here. That's going to get one side of this T, and the short piece is going to get the other side of the T. So we can do that. We can get the T on there. But does the rest just kind of sit on top? I'm not sure. Let's get that on there. So this pin and this pin, that's going to hold the bottom of the T, or I guess it's the top of the T. Ooh, and the pin on top goes through there. So we're actually making 3 connections here. So it's quite a strong connection, but something's not right. The T is like on the wrong side or something. I did something wrong. I take this apart. All right. Maybe it's supposed to go on the other side. Maybe I messed up like several pieces ago. But like the doorknob is on the same side as the orange. That's good. But somehow this is not right. Let me look at the previous section. Just curious if they messed up or I messed up. I think it's an orientation problem. Basically, I just was holding it the wrong way when I attached it. I should have been holding it like this and then attached it. Or maybe it even like spun around. I don't know. I think now it's going to work. I think. Let's see. So these 3. That's where it gets attached. Now it's not fitting on. Okay, there we go. It's on. All right, so there's the piece. And it looks like it just kind of like sits there. And now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Probably. I don't know. So that was 42. So next is 43. Yeah, I think it's pretty much the same thing for 43. We need 2 50/50s, 2 orange 3s, a 9. All right, the 2 50/50s. Yeah, we're just like repeating the instructions from a minute ago. Good. That'll be easy. Add 5 brings us to 227. All right, so stick the 50/50s in the last 2 slots. And then immediately begin filling with the 3s, the orange translucent 3s. That leaves 1 space open at the end. I saw that one fall out. I'll put that back in. All right. We watched on Disney Plus today Spider-Man Homecoming. Amazingly, none of us had seen it. And it came out in 2017, which at this point is 6 years ago. I don't know how long it's been on Disney Plus. But as I said, none of us had seen it. So we just saw it today. All right. So 44 is also kind of a dupe. We're going to add, 6 pieces here. So we're up to 233. And this is like a copy of what we did a minute ago. So doorknob, 50/50, mixed double, stubby white, L. And this is a little bit different. The last one took a T. This one, instead of a T, it wants a big L. So it's 6 pieces, but the pieces are a little bit different than before. Anyway, let's see how that goes. So take the mixed pair, shove the 50/50 in. Little L goes onto that, lines right up. Doorknob goes in the bottom. And the big L gets attached on the short end at the end piece using the stubby piece. How's that look? Is that what we were supposed to do? I think so, right? I don't know, but probably. All right, now how do we attach this? And why do my instructions say 43? They should say 44. And then I think attaching it is going to be on 45. So we can move that to 45. And then we just need to attach it. There's a glare on that picture that I took. So I'm going to pick up the booklet here. 45. All right. Where does that attach? It actually attaches to the same side that the previous one attached. And it's going to be these 2 pins. That's where it's going to attach. The second and third pins. And they're going to go into the second and fourth on the big L. Oh, wait a second. We're missing something. Oh, okay. On 44, we were supposed to attach this to this. All right. That's done. Now, the second and third pins go into the second and fourth pieces. Second and fourth. Right. I think so, anyway. That's part of 45, and then we flip this over. How's that look? We got these 2 pieces here. No idea what they're for, but there they are. All right, 46. We need a rubber band for 46. Do we have rubber bands? Yeah, there's some rubber bands. Okay. So, need a rubber band and 2 of the pieces with the plus sign. I only see one of them here. which means we probably inadvertently used one in a place where we weren't supposed to. But I think it's a common piece, and it won't be a big deal to grab one from the next bucket. All right, so 2 rubber bands and 2 of these 2/3, 1/3 pieces with the plus sign on the 2/3 side. All right, so 2 rubber bands, and then let's get to work. 40 millimeter rubber bands. I think they only give us one size, but anyway. It says no, there's more than one size. All right, so take the 40 mil rubber bands, not the big ones. Wow, those big ones are really big. I didn't test like what size is 40 millimeter. I'm just assuming it's the small size. I think we can test on the other side of this book here. I think that's a match. All right, so now where does this go? It looks a little bit tricky. They want to hook up the rubber band. All right. Am I reading this correctly? Seems like they want to hook the rubber band around this, and this. So the gold and the orange, they're like wheels. So that makes sense. And then the doorknob, it's kind of like, I don't want to call it a pulley, but it's like just something. I think we did it. I'm not sure why we did it, but okay, to make this pull down, I think is the reason we did that. That's what it looks like to me. So we probably need to do another rubber band at the front. And now at the front, do they want this on the same? Like this orange one is pulling double duty. So now they want the orange one to go under this one and then hook onto that. So it's a little bit different. But it does start on the orange. But then on the yellow, they don't want it to go over the yellow. They want it to go under the yellow. And then they want it to hook onto the doorknob piece. I think that's it. So I guess now this piece will want to go back down. I mean, that's cool. They're just giving it a little like artificial gravity there. But what about the other 2 pieces? Because we needed to also add 2 other pieces. So where do those pieces go? Is it like obvious to you? I don't see it. Okay, I do see it. It's down at the bottom in the big L. It's the corner joint and the one in between the 2 that are taken. Let me see if I can show you that. All right, so in the front here is the big L. So the corner, that's where the 2, horizontal and vertical of the L meet. And then there's 2 taken spots, and the one in the middle gets this piece. So it's like you put in the short end, and what sticks out is the plus sign ends. So that was 46. Now, what is going on with 47? Something definitely going on with 47. It looks like they want 2 of these humongous pieces and then 2 of these little tiny pieces. I don't know if they want gray or black. We have both. Well, we have multiple gray and we have only one black. It looks like they want the black because the gray have the plus sign on one side. So I'm just going to go steal one from the next tray. At this point, we probably should start We probably should dump that tray in here. I mean, we can hold off for a little bit, but we're going to eventually have to do that. So I want us to pick this piece up. Viewing this side, you know, not this side, not the gutted side, the flat side. Put the 50/50s in the corners. And then we just attach it to the other piece going in the same direction. Boom. That's 47. 4 pieces. 48 looks interesting. 48. They want, let's just show you here. They want the red, the gray, noodle, and stubby. All right. A little red. 50/50 gray with plus sign on one side. Translucent noodle. And then I'm not sure that last piece what they want. Is it this piece, like the piping? Because we have another piece that's just like that, but it's shorter. So I think they want the longer one, but I'm not really sure. So on 48, we're adding 4 more pieces. Brings us up to 241. Now, how are we adding these pieces? All right, we're taking this rigatoni. We're adding to the front the gray piece. I think with the plus side sticking out, it doesn't fit in. Is this not the right piece? Do I need to stick the plus side in? Let's see. I have it here. Yeah, the plus side goes in. And then on the other side of the rigatoni goes the red piece. And then, of course, the little noodle goes on the edge. Their noodle looks, this looks like a 90-degree angle. And their noodle looks not quite as sharp. I just want to see if they have, like, if you look at the instruction book, theirs has like a banana curve. And the piece that we have has like a 90-degree curve. So I just want to see if there's another version of the noodle that's not as acute an angle. Look, like, see this? This looks like the angle, but it's orange. And in the instructions, it looks white. What do you think? Are they both like, are the angles any different? I'm going to go with the clear one. I can't really say if I'm doing it right or not, but that's what I'm going with. All right, so that's 48. You can put that in your pipe and smoke it because it kind of looks like a pipe now. I think it looks like a pipe. There's the mouthpiece. There's the bowl. There's even something in there, I guess. Flame or whatever. All right. That was 48. Now, we got to keep building this. With 49. Where are the pieces for 49? Oh, okay, they're up top there. Okay. All right, so the pieces we're going to add with 49. It's 2, 4, 8. We're going to add 8 pieces. So that's going to bring us to 249. So those 8 pieces are 2 of the little reds, 1 of the 50/50 gray with the plus sign half, a big cylinder, a small cylinder, translucent noodle, and this orange piece. That's what we're doing. All right, now what are we doing with all this crap? We're going to pick up the two previous pieces that we built. So we built this already, and we built this already, and we're going to stick it in. They're going to stick that together. All right? That's the first thing we're doing. And now we're going to build off of this noodle. Red at one end, gray at the other. You got to stick the plus sign in there. All right, at the bottom goes the orange. At the top goes first the shorty, then another red. It's going to fill the whole thing with red. Then the long cylinder, and then another gray. So were there actually two of those grays? There were, yeah, two of them. All right, so this is what we built, and it's going to go to the back of this construction here. What are we building? What is this? It's like quite something, considering we have no idea what it is. All right, so, okay, on 50, we're going to attach this to the big construction here. Looks like it attaches, well, you can see it here too, at the very first piece, very first hole. So there's actually not a hole. There's a pin coming out of it. So there's the pin, that gray plus sign. This orange piece is going to go onto that. And then the plus sign, not the plus sign, the noodle is going to connect to this next one, this same piece, but at the front. And now this big middle piece is going to make three connections. 1, 2, 3. Crazy, right? You know what it is. It's locking in the rubber bands. So we're probably now going to have to do symmetry on the other side. The rubber bands, build this, lock it in. Seems like that's what's going to happen next, right? It's a pretty easy puzzle. I mean, it's most of the time with this bilateral symmetry, you're just mirroring what you just did. Well, of course, that's not what they're... I thought, I was like very confident that we're going to now do the mirror image on the other side because we got those like wheels available, but that's not what happens. In fact, what happens next is we start building the snout, the barrel. I don't know what you want to call this, whatever this is. So it's been a short episode, which is particularly weird to make a Friday episode short because they're usually longer, but that's what I'm going to do. I actually have some things to work up, to wrap up at my work. So I'm kind of happy that this is like 33-minute episode. And by the way, nowadays I've got the setup down to about 5 minutes, and the breakdown I've got down to like a minute and a half. So 34 plus, yeah, so 40 minutes. It's like 40 minutes. That means even if I have like a busy work day, I can probably take 40 minutes to do a stream most nights, which is amazing. But anyway, I'll say goodnight, and I'll see you tomorrow. Good night. See you tomorrow.